Hello, you're watching Business Spotlight with me, Gary Alfonso. Enaex Africa is a producer and distributor of a variety of explosives and other value-added solutions, particularly in the mining sector. And with artificial intelligence and sustainability being the current focus for many organizations, Francisco Baudrand, CEO of Enaex Africa, joins me now to shed some light on what the company is doing to embrace these much-needed changes in the environment. Francisco, thank you very much for joining us. Maybe not a lot of people know exactly what Enaex does. It's a player in a very specific area. Perhaps tell us about Enaex Africa.
Thank you, and thank you for the invitation as well, Gary. So Enaex, we are an explosive company. It's based in Chile. So we were born in Chile 100 years ago. And through time, we developed a lot of expansions to become global, but mostly in the last 10 years. So we produce explosives. We supply customers that are mainly in the mines, and we provide blasting services. So we also provide the service to the blast to happen. So Enaex Africa was born in July 2020 as a result of a joint venture with Sasol. They best the explosive division, and we are partnering with them here in Africa. So we are present in 5 countries today in the Southern Africa, but of course Enaex Africa is a vehicle of growth for our company, for the rest of the continent as well.
Okay, so explosives is a very important part of the mining sector, but one of the growing trends is artificial intelligence. How has Enaex and Enaex Africa in this case embraced artificial intelligence into mining operations?
Well, so we understand that artificial intelligence is becoming really important for the mining industry, and it's becoming every day more. And we, of course, I believe that we have done something very good, is that we anticipated a long time ago in terms of innovation to start developing robotics and teleoperations. Okay, so the first stage is to have, an MMU truck, that is the truck that loads the explosive in the hole in an open cast, or in the underground space, is to have those vehicles to be teleoperated in distance. And I think it's important also to say that we have a purpose, that is to humanize mining. So when you say humanize mining, we also include the focus on safety. So we are taking people out of the ground as we grow in teleoperations. But then these vehicles will become autonomous, and they will have artificial intelligence, of course. They will start to predict themselves what to do, and blasting will be more accurate, and yes, it will be very interesting. But of course, we are in the process to get there. But the important thing is that we started already with teleoperations and robotics.
And you're talking about humanizing. A very important part of the sectors that you play in is to empower communities. What is Enaex doing in that regard?
So communities is very relevant for us, and maybe I will just give a point regarding communities. So we have some products, like our Davitronic product, that's electronic detonator, and also a product that we call Plasma, that is a non-explosive, that is very good to decrease the vibrations. That is something that affects communities, by the way. But in communities, we have what we say in CSR, we have 3 pillars. First, we have to look after the communities where we operate, where we have our production facilities. Second, very important, where our customers are operating. So 70% of the people that work in Enaex Africa works in a mine. So we work together with our customers in order to collaborate with the communities. And third, we have a third pillar that I call going beyond CSR, and focusing in education, particularly in early childhood education, because between that age of 1 year and 5 years, if you don't do the right things in terms of nutrition, in terms of getting the education, unfortunately those kids are not going to learn to read. They're not going to be an asset for the society. So that's why we're focusing there. And other thing is, there are a lot of small, poor towns, of course, in the country, that doesn't have the support of these big mining industries or big chemical companies. So we identify a small village in Steelport area, in Limpopo. We look after a early childhood center that's called Bojlales Center. And we increased, double the capacity of the place. We put technology, we are upskilling the teachers. We put solar energy. It looks very nice, and it's very transformational. I believe it's something very unique that we do.
Well, then tell us also a little bit about the solutions you have in place for sustainability in mining, a very, very important issue for the mining sector, sustainability.
Yeah, so I think we took the lead some time ago in terms of decarbonization, so to reduce the global footprint in carbon. But also there's a lot of focus in waste hazard management, in water efficiency, energy efficiency as well. And our benchmark is the Dow Jones Sustainability Index. We are part of that index since 2016 as an Enaex group. And in 2022, I can tell you that Enaex is part of the top 10% of leaders in this aspect in the chemical sector. So we are being improving. And we have another very interesting project that is to have green ammonia. That is also coming. So in Chile, Enaex has the largest ammonium nitrate plant in the world for explosive. And that plant, we import all the ammonia. So that's gray ammonia. So what we are doing is partnering with an energy company that using solar energy, they will produce green hydrogen. Then that green hydrogen will go through a pipeline to our plant, and we will produce ammonia using that green hydrogen. So the ammonia will be green, and the ammonium nitrate will be greener. So for you to know, 90% of our carbon footprint today is the gray ammonia that we import. So that's a very interesting, I would say, project and nice. Probably it's going to take time, but we aim to have this project working in Chile by 2030.
All right. And finally, digital transformation and innovation, constantly part of every industry. What is Enaex doing in relation to digital transformation and innovation?
Well, innovation, as I said before, we started some time ago, and it's happening in Chile that we have already teleoperated MMUs. Locally here in South Africa, we partner with a local South African university to start building a solution of robotics for underground mines. You know that in South Africa, there's a condition that this narrow reef underground mines is very unique. You don't see it in every place in the world. So we are trying to create a solution that will take us around 18 months to develop and to service, particularly the narrow reef. And then in terms of digitalization, we call Enaex Bright, in which we collect all the data from the drilling machines, our trucks, and with that data you get a lot of information, and you can improve your accuracy. You can benefit from that, and the customer benefits also from that. So we are also working hard on digitalization and as I say, through the Enaex Bright project.
Well, Francisco, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very much for the invitation.
That was Francisco Badront, the CEO of Enaex Africa, talking to us about the organization's efforts towards adopting sustainable practices while embracing and incorporating AI and new digital technologies into business operations.